Hey guys, so today we'll be taking a look at our OP08 deck profile. We did go undefeated and taking home our winner card. Bonney is definitely one of my favorite leaders. We did switch to her after Uta and EB01. But yeah, let's take a look. So if you haven't seen this, is the new Game Genic deck box. We did do a review on that, so make sure you check that out if you want to see that more. But here it is, a Bonney resting a leader with one active on. We do have that alt art here from Kazuku Cards too, another beautiful piece that we added to our collection just because we were unlucky and weren't able to pull this early on, but we did finally get it. But yeah, here's the, we'll go ahead and pause that there. We'll go through the deck profile and kind of running through how to kind of play the game. But you do have a little token area here. I forgot to fill it up with dice, but this is one of the deck that I guess played last, just because we did play ST14, the mono black Luffy a little more, and then my Kaido and a few other decks. But of course you'll start off with some Don. If you haven't seen these yet, this is Bob Lucci Square Pants. Of course, you're going to need some Don sleeves and some Dons to play One Piece, but there you go. If you guys do like that, these are coming out for our 1K celebration. I'll be giving a bunch of these away, so make sure you guys like and subscribe, just so you can have a chance on winning these, and I'll have them available in my shop too if you do want to support the channel. But first off, in this deck profile, we will start off with a staple of the Bonney deck, and obviously that's Jury Bonney herself. This is a searcher. You play one Don, rest one Don, and then search for a supernova. One cost, 1k power, 1k counter. So we do have 4 of those in there. Another staple are going to be some 2ks. This is going to be a 4 of here, which is Scratchman Apu. You probably won't use this too often, but I do see it time to time. Just able to rest up one of your opponent's 2 costs or less. 2k counter, 1k attack power, and then also the 1 cost. But we do run a 4 of that. We do also run the other green 2k Apu. This was one that I got from one of my first regionals, so I did have to add that in. But it is a 2 cost, 3k attacker, 2k counter, and then if you do attach a Don when attacking, you rest up to one of your opponent's Don cards, which is great when you're doing like a mirror match, just being able to rest a Don, or perhaps going against a Nami, or maybe a red deck to rest like the Rad Beams or guard points. We'll go through that at the end there to see what we do get. I do believe we did finish off our playset, so that will be an extra one that I'll be trading away, or perhaps even giving away our 1k giveaway there. But here's another 3 of that we play. It's a 3 cost, 4,000 power, 1k counter, Dellinger. At the end of your turn, set up to one of your Don as active. It's a great low cost, and a lot of times your opponents won't even swing at it, just because it's such a weenie. Rouge have always been a good card too, but a slightly higher cost, so I do like this one a little better. This is a little more of an aggressive deck that it's not your standard fortress build. We do have more counter, which will be our Izzo here. 2k counter, 3 cost, 3,000 power. We'll see this in our Uta deck. We see this in most of the staples, able to rest a 4 cost, go for game. So this is a 4 of Izzo, so a lot of 2ks in this. You'll notice that there's not many blockers in this deck. We don't run many blockers. This is going to be a much more aggressive deck build for sure, on controlling the board, clearing the board, and just being able to freeze everything. So we do run a 4 of Cavendish, one of the strongest green cards in the set, or in green in general. Just a 5 cost Cavendish, 6,000 power, 1k counter, and then on play or when attacking, you restand 2 Don. So you play it for 5, you restand 2, it only costs you 3. So a great card to have on curve. We do have Bonney, Jury Bonney once again in here. This is going to be your 5 cost, 6k attacker, 1k counter. This one is going to allow you to freeze one of your opponent's characters and or one of their Dons. So a great way to mess up curve and everything. This is a pretty strong, just going into like a black yellow Luffy, just not allowing them to get to that 10 Don, or kind of allowing them to attach that 2 Don Gekko Moria. It really does throw a wrench into your opponent's Curve. We do run a 3 of Carrot, which is another great card. Bonney or Carrot. Carrot is great because on play you freeze up to one of your opponent's 7 costs or less, and then that's also when attacking. So a great way to stun lock one of your opponent's 7 costs, which is very powerful. 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1k counter. You will probably use that quite a bit. Cavendish, another great staple in the green deck, which will be your 4 of 6 cost, 7,000 power, and then one of the only blockers in this deck profile. He also has the special ability. Obviously everyone who's been running this can get around it pretty easily, but on any of the leaders or characters that run some kind of removal that drops a leader, you can just rest the actual character that is popping this or removing it from field and resting that character instead, and then just protecting this. So once per turn, if your character would be removed from the field, your opponent affects, you may rest one of your opponent's characters instead. Remember, that doesn't affect the actual leaders, so it's not like the Bonney arrest itself, but another very strong card. Cody Jones, one of the few supernova cards in here. We run a 3 of. This is just to allow you to go for game or to be a little more aggressive and just clear out board. We used to use this quite a bit against like red purple law, just because it's very difficult to deal with the higher costs on it, and also just being able to pop that, gain a card from life, and then just resting 2 of their characters, and then also gaining a rush and kind of clearing out the board a little quicker. But this is a great card to finish off the game, and if you're really stuck at it, you can always just pop it early, just get a body, double rest, and then clear board very easy with it. One of the strongest cards in green is also this very broken Zoro. We do run a 4 of it. Being able to attack 3 times is just insane for 3 Dawn. Super broken. Not sure why it's not banned, but it does take a bit of time to get to stick for sure. Great in many matchups, but we will go through open hands, strong, what's strong, what's weak, so we will go through everything. But a 4 of Zoro, one of my favorite cards, honestly. It's just you just see your opponent kind of eye twitch a little when you play that. Oh, how I'm gonna get rid of this. Great into like the Black Navy decks and whatnot. They generally will only have removal for a few big bodies, so if you kind of pair it down with this Doflamingo card here, which we run a 4 of, the classic freeze Dofi, just stalling out the game, putting a big body down, freezing through their characters so they can't swing. And then if you can chain this, it's a very fun card to play with in accordance with the Zoro, and then a few other tech to kind of allow you to rest a character too with Bonney ability and everything. But we'll go for the combinations after. The only few events that we do run is going to be this, because the side of justice will be this whatever side that wins. We do run a 4 of. As it gets 0 costs, 3k counter. You do have to pitch one. It does have that trigger available to rest one of your opponent's 4 costs or less, just allowing you to kind of hopefully slow down the game and then stop like an onslaught if you're taking life early. If they have a couple more like blockers, it's a great way to just rest that and just allow you to clear it out or stop another attack coming at you. Another card that we have added from OP08 would be this Electrical Luna. Just on play 3 costs, just freeze all 7 costs on your opponent's field. A great stall tactic. Another thing that you can add to kind of allow you to, like, if you're bricking or if there's a lot of characters on field that you can't deal with because you maybe bricked or don't have a lot of bodies on, you play this, you can freeze all the characters, swing your leader, save a Dawn, rest more stuff. So a great card. You do use it quite a bit. So different combination, different openers that you're going to want to find is obviously going to be your Searcher Bonney. If you can get 1 or 2 of those in hand, it's always going to be great. This one is another one that you want early on, just being able to play on your second turn. Very strong, just popping up an extra Dawn, searching with Supernovas with your Bonney. If you find a Cavendish in hand, that's always going to be great. It's really going to come down to whatever you're matched into. Like, you may You may need that Zoro if you're facing like Black Yellow Luffy or like a Nami. If you find the Biz of Hawkins, the Biz of Hawkins is always going to be very strong against those yellow decks like Katakuris. There's not too many Katakuris, but like we do have a few people still running a Nell. So if you can get 2 of these on board, it's just going to counter that Katakuri play and just most of their removals, just being able to rest their stuff. But if you can find anything that are here, it's going to be pretty good. I do enjoy having that Bonney or the carrot also on curve. It's just allowing you to kind of slow the game down, freeze it up, get to that end game, stall it out so you can get those Zoros and get those Dofis down. This, like I said, it's a pretty strong deck. Unfortunately, with OP08, there's a lot of hard counters. Right now, for sure, not as many people are playing the Dofis, but starting to again, just because the new starter decks are coming. So blue Dofi is going to be one of the strongest played deck from what everyone is kind of simming and taking a look at. So Bonney may not be as great if you're using just the base OP08 into 8.5. We are cooking up a new deck profile with the new green shanks and the Luffys and everything too, so that will be coming soon. I will be building up pretty quick. We should have some starter deck videos coming in also. A strong matchup that's almost a guaranteed win is going to be your Black Yellow Luffy. It's very hard for Black Yellow Luffy to kind of deal with everything, especially if you can get those Zoros or if you can get those Dofis to stall out. If you're able to use like the Bonney to lock their Dawn, it kind of slows them down. Generally they'll only have 1 or 2 removals. A lot of the Black Yellow Luffy decks right now are running like the Kuzan or like finger pistols and stuff, so they don't have as much removal, but just go very aggressive. As you can see, there's no blocker kid in this build. In the Eustass builds we have blocker kids, we have Rosinante. I have seen a lot of other players at my locals having different types of Bonnies. A lot of them are still running Fortress. Some of them has like the Protect Rosinante. I do find this a little more aggressive, and you can end the game pretty quickly. It's just like more of a rush down deck, really. Hard decks that you're going to be kind of looking to avoid is going to be your like blue Dofis. With this one, it is a little easier than running Fortress, so you don't guarantee lose into actual blue Dofis themselves, but in general it is going to be a tough matchup. Black Yellow Luffy's pretty you'll have the advantage for sure. This deck does struggle slightly into like a Lucci or a SC14 to mono black Luffy can be pretty troublesome. In the Zoro, this can be pretty problematic also if they're rushing down, but if you are able to Hody and get some big bodies early and just kind of clear stuff out, it's not too bad, just because you do run so many 2k counters and then a lot of tech cards that you can rest down their early aggression. So if you can get those Hodys down, if you can get those Basil Hawkins downs, if you can lock their characters like the Zoros and the Kid Killers down with the carrot, that's definitely going to be troublesome for them to handle. What other decks are out there right now that people are running? The OP08 has been very odd in play, that there's generally always a hard counter for every color, so you just kind of have to play into what you have at your locals. I do enjoy Bonney. I will be making an updated video on it. If you do have any questions on how to kind of navigate this, or if you do want to see more gameplays, I do have different Bonney videos on the channel, and then I think I do have updated gameplay against our local pals there also. But the next videos you'll see probably be a bunch of starter deck videos and some updated OP08 0.5. But we did get our winner card. Let's go ahead and check out what we got this time. We do have a lot of Bepples. We did finish our play set. I don't think I got too many of the other ones, so I think I'm looking for maybe like a Momo or a Law. That would probably be pretty cool. But let's rip through it and see what we got here. It looks like it's a red one. Is it a Beppo? No, we did get another winner Law. I'll put that in my trade binder, or perhaps if you guys are wanting to collect some of these winner cards, if we start doing well and not do too much play testing, we farm some out and then add some of these winner cards to our giveaway. Maybe I'll put a signature or something on it. But 1K subs, we'll have a big celebration. We'll do a lot of giveaways. We will unlock these new mats that we will be giving away some also, so make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe if you do like this type of videos. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel. We've been growing super quick and super close to that 1K, so thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.